The genesis of my robot stories came from a deep frustration with the prevalent science fiction of the 1930s and early 1940s. When I was a young man reading the pulp magazines, robots were invariably portrayed as either menacing metal monsters bent on destroying their creators, or as tragic figures doomed to turn against humanity. It was always the same tired formula, the Frankenstein complex, as I came to call it, borrowed directly from Mary Shelley's cautionary tale. This struck me as profoundly illogical. Here we had writers imagining advanced technological civilizations capable of creating artificial beings with human-level intelligence, yet these same civilizations were apparently too primitive to build in basic safety measures. It was as if someone had invented the automobile but forgotten to include brakes. The breakthrough came to me around 1940 when I was discussing this with John W. Campbell Jr., the editor of Astounding Science Fiction. Campbell shared my frustration with the robot as menace trope. We began talking about what robots would actually be like if they were designed by competent engineers rather than Gothic novelists. That's when I conceived of robots and industrial products, manufactured by companies that would have every incentive to make them safe and reliable. No sane manufacturer would create a robot capable of harming humans. The lawsuits alone would bankrupt them. This led me to formulate what Campbell later dubbed the 3 laws of robotics. First law, a robot may not injure a human being or through inaction allow a human being to come to harm. Second law, a robot must obey orders given by human beings, except where such orders conflict with the first law. Third law must protect its own existence, except where such protection conflicts with the first or second laws. These weren't arbitrary rules, but logical engineering principles. They represented the kind of fundamental safeguards any rational designer would build into the basic architecture of an artificial mind. My first robot story, Robbie, written in 1939, explored the relationship between a little girl and her robot nursemaid. Instead of focusing on the robot as a threat, I examined the very human fears and prejudices that might arise around artificial beings, even benevolent ones. The real conflicts in my robot stories came not from mechanical rebellion, but from the complex ethical situations that arise when you try to apply rigid logical rules to the messy realities of human existence.